Welcome to the Sticks and Threads podcast, episode 16. Welcome. My name is Jen, and I'm coming to you from Montfort in the Netherlands, where I live with my husband, my 3 children, and a cat called Phoebe. Today it's Tuesday, 24th of July, and it's a really hot day. I think it's even a heat wave at the moment, so it's really hot. It's over 30 degrees Celsius. I hate summer. I am a winter person and I don't do well in summer. I feel horrible. But nothing I can change about it, so better make use of it. Lighting is probably, well, very different. I don't know. It's not that well. As always, probably, I don't know. But I have all the curtains shut, screens are down, and everything is closed. And trying to keep some cool air in because it's way too hot. Also, the kids are not here, so I'm taking advantage of that. I wasted my entire morning trying to sew needle cozies. It just isn't. Sewing is just not for me. I know how to make those needle cozies. Just the sewing machine is just not my thing. Threading it took me 3 hours and it's still not done. I packed it all up and put it away because, yeah, for some other time. So I stopped everything, packed it away, and decided I'm going to podcast because I probably have to pick up the kids later today because they are not used to being away and I kind of miss them as well. So, oh well, let's get started because I really have a lot of whips at the moment. As I showed a picture on Instagram, I casted on so many things, just trying to feel happier, better. It was really stressful. I will talk about that at chatter. So, where do we start? Finished objects, as usual? Yes, finished objects. I finished a pair of vanilla socks, and it's really not showing up that well. Here it's a little bit better. It's really difficult. I have two, and I enjoyed knitting up this yarn because it's just stunning. I love the black with the neon, and it's really pretty. The yarn is from Lollipop Guild Yarns, and it was all the stash. I had this in my stash for a very long time, and I decided I have to knit up my old stash ready by now because it's just a waste to keep it all there. My leftovers I put one in a bowl and one mini skein of 20 grams both. I only use 60 grams for a pair of socks for myself, so I always have a mini left. So yeah, this is really, it's so pretty. So that is a pair of socks, the only pair of socks I finished this time. But I finished a whole lot of hats. Like, honestly, I don't even wear hats. They look horrible on me. I don't wear hats. But I decided to make all the hats because it's a perfect gift. And I decided I want to knit Christmas gifts, and all the hats it is. So this one I didn't even show as a whip. It just flew off the needles. This was Old Stripes by Hogi Locatelli. I did not stripe it, I just used one skein. but I thought because one side is stockinette and the other is pearl stitch, I thought that would be just nice. I still have to get used to the camera. I thought this would be nice to do with variegated yarn. And I used my sock yarn held double. The yarn is from Snuggly Stars yarn, and it came in a kit with a bag from Jibby Roo Shoes. I did not use the bag, but the yarn is finally used, and again I still have some left over. I think my boy wants to have this, my son, because he said, "Oh, mommy, I like those colors." So this is a perfect gift for him. It was a joy to knit up, and really it's I had so much yarn caked up and it split into two 50-gram cakes for socks. And yeah, I'm not going to knit socks on all of it, so I decided if I hold it double, perfect for hats, and it gets used up. So that's hat number 1. Then you did see this as a whip, I think. Let me get it. It's this one from Interpretations Volume 3 from Vera Valimaki. It's called Looking Ahead. I did not make a pom-pom. I don't enjoy pom-poms that much. The yarn I used is from Poly Orange, one of my favorite indie dyers. And I have a little bit left. And this is the hat. Really like this. It's really slouchy and also sock yarn held double. Gives you a wonderful hat. I'm not going to put them on because it's way too hot and really I don't know. I'm not going to show you how a hat looks on me. Next up is this wonderful hat. It was a joy to knit up finally. The Amortensia hat from the Knitting Expert Designs. I love her patterns, really. The yarn I used is from Undercover Otter Gnome Stick. This is just this colorway is just stunning. My youngest daughter claimed it because she completely fell in love with the yarn and the color, and it's just awesome. It's with cabling. And it looks a bit like striping, self-striping. Well, it's not really self-striping, but it looks like self-striping. The brim, I knit the brim for 30 something centimeters, I don't know. But it's a double folded brim, and I picked up the stitches on the other side and knit it together, and now you have a really squishy brim. And I just love this yarn. It was really, it's super it's really, the heat is getting to me. It's really squishy and plump, and yeah. Also, fingering weight held double again. Really can recommend it if you have too much sock yarn lying around one skein, like you don't want to knit socks with it because you have too much already and too many already, and you're like, I want to knit something else, but not a shawl, not a pair of socks. A hat. Really perfect option, perfect gift, quick and easy. Really. What else do you want? The last finished objects, really, heads go really fast when you are with me, when I sit down and do it. This is the Wonderwood beanie by Tristan Molina from Dragonhoard Yarn, and part of the Girls in the Yarn Cafe podcast. And the yarn I used is Hedgehog fiber sock yarn, the color Daydream. I had this in my stash for so long, and I just didn't want to knit socks with it because it felt way too soft and squishy, and I didn't want to knit a shawl with it because I already have about 30 shawls, I guess. I don't wear hats, but this one will be mine. In winter, I am not going to care about that because this one just stole my heart. The colorway, the pattern, it's just, I am head over heels in love with this pattern and this yarn and everything. This one will be mine in winter. And I'm thinking about getting another skein of this because I also need mittens and maybe a cowl. Maybe I need 2 skeins, I don't know. If I hold it double. But this is just, I am so in love. Look at this crown. It's just stunning. This was so much fun to knit, and I really think I need to make a set with this and get more hedgehog sock yarn Daydream because I want to make more with it for myself. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All the hats. All the hats. It's just a quick knit, and when you're stressed out and you need to knit, and I had this really quickly. It's really quick and easy and fun, and it makes a perfect gift, and what else could you wish for? So, all the hats. And 1 pair of socks, of course. Then, all the whips. I am not going to show you all I casted on because some are only a cast on, just a few rows, and I tossed it in a corner again because it didn't make me smile, it didn't make me happy, and I cast on a new thing, and it also was not doing it for me, and yeah, that's how I went through my entire caked up, ready to go stash, and now everything is on the needles, but I will not show you everything. But this will be a long one with all the whips. Be warned. I need to show it properly. My first whip. Living in this cat ear bag by Fiber Rachel, and I just love this bag. It's so cute. Also love the colors and the cats and yeah, everything about it. It's just a lovely bag. In it is living a seeded path hat by the Knitting Expat, and it's a lovely pattern. Let me see if I can find the cards. Yeah. The yarn I'm using, Truly Hooked, Quest for the Unicorn DK yarn. Yes, finally, I also have DK yarn. I'm not constantly holding everything double. My cake, messy. It's been caked up for so long, so I'm glad I'm finally knitting it up. And I'm just going to show you everything that's past a brim. You can't really see the pattern just yet, maybe a little bit here. And this lovely stitch marker from Hell Candy, I believe. An indie dyer, and I had won a skein of yarn from her, and she had enclosed this lovely stitch marker. That makes me hungry every time I see it. And this ring is from Furpries and Bibelots, and I love those. Really, I can't do without them. And the needles are Chalco needles, because I love Chalco needles. So, whip number 1. Hold on, a lot more to come. Next up is, shall I try and switch it up between hats and socks? Let's see, this is a hat. This is a hat. This is a sock. A sock. In my bag from Loop Halifax that was gifted to me by my fiber share partner from Canada, and I just love these little bags. It's drawstring, and I love drawstring at the moment. And let me get all the tags and the pattern. Do I have every? Yes. The pattern from the Wanderlust sock crop from the Knitting Expat. The Vagary socks. I will not catch up on this sock club knit along, but at least I'm going to try and knit all the socks. The yarn I'm using is from Lodo Did It Hippo for That. That's the main color. And I also had a mini with it, Betty Davis Eyes. And it's going to be a pair of socks for me. I'm not going to give this to my husband. He is the dad. I'm not a dad, but I love the yarn too much. And yeah, I just want to keep it for myself. In it, a needle cozy from the Purple Lady. And this is what I have so far. Yes, on DPNs. The stitch marker is from Pink Pretties. The DPNs are Knit Bronzing. And a little while ago I started doing DPNs with 4. And I got the hang of it, really. And then all of a sudden I decided I'm going to try 3. It's going much quicker, really. I love it. This is the back. I just love this yarn. It's really, I need to, yeah. I have so many whips and I switch it out at the moment because I want to work on everything. And now it's going really slow, of course, because I only do a few rows on each project. And it's taking a lot of time, but all the things I'm working on at the moment give me joy. And so I said, who cares? I'm just, if I want to knit on something, I'm going to knit on it, and if I want to knit on something else, I'm just going to do that. No one's gonna harm me. No harm, no foul, I think that's what it's called. But lovely bag, lovely yarn, lovely pattern. All win-win. So that was pair of socks. Let's do another hat. Because I'm into hat knitting at the moment. Field of Flowers. Wild Flowers. Field of Wild Flowers. By Hogi Locatelli. And it's just lovely. It is living in, now it won't go back in. Crafty Mama Designs project bag with little sheep on it. It's so cute, and it's a perfect size for hats. The yarn I'm using is truly hooked. Like mommy's hair DK yarn. I used this in a cardigan I knit up a little while ago, and I had one skein left, well, a little bit, and I decided to use it for a hat, because why not? Messy skin again, because it's been caked up for so long. And this is the yarn. The stitch marker was made by Kylie. It's my logo. I really love it. And here is the pattern coming up. And I love it again. Otherwise, I would not be knitting it. If I don't like it, I'm not knitting it. Right? Why should I knit something I don't like? It's a lovely knit. I'm packing it up straight away because I don't want to mess up things and get all tangled up and everything. So that was a hat. So let's mix it up and do a shawl. I still have shawl on the needles. I also have other things still on the needles, like my like a cloud and the fading point, but it's all with really fuzzy hair, mohair and stuff. I'm not going to knit on that at this moment because it's way too sticky, and yeah, I'm not going to do that. In my lovely Happy Cherry bag by Paisley Ducky is Still Living my Whiteout shawl by Melanie Burke. I hope it turns out like this a little bit. It's lace, and it was a joy to knit, but then I came to the lace work, and that was really, I had to keep my mind to it. And that was really, at that time, it was really difficult. Let me find that. The yarn I'm using is Naturally Lace, Merino Angora, and Draadkracht Sea Algae Silk. And it's a lovely yarn, and it was just a perfect match together. You can see I'm making a dent in it. It's not that sturdy anymore. And this is my second ball of yarn. As I said, I had not really worked on it in the stressful period of my life the last few weeks, and then all of a sudden I found some peace, and I just started doing the lace. I have to get this one there, and I finished the lace. All of a sudden it was just done. It just clicked and it was done. And I love it. It's stunning. I can't wait to block this properly and show it. And I also started doing some other rows because after these rows, I think I still have 3 or 4 more to go. The big lace piece is coming up. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that, but the lace is really pretty. So I don't know when I will get to that, because lace. I'm not in the mindset at the moment for lace, but it's getting there. Maybe next year I will have this finished. I'm not putting down an end date for this because I'm pretty sure I will not finish this before the end of the year because of the house move coming up. So let me see. I have 3 more whips. Really, I'm crazy. I'm sorry. But at least it's giving some content. I'm showing you some different things. I'm giving you Christmas gifts ideas, maybe. Next is living in my lovely sheep bag designed by Yvonne Art. She makes lovely bags, really. Go check her out. Well, check out all the makers I mentioned because they all make stunning things, of course. I'm knitting a pattern from Interpretations volume number 1. I have all the interpretations. I love all the patterns from them and I want to knit them all. I decided I'm going to at least knit one pattern from it as soon as I can, because why not? I have all the patterns, why not use them? I buy all the books and I don't use them, so I decided I have to knit the patterns from it. I am using, again, a messy cake because it's been caked up for so long. It's Joe Knit Sue and the colorway is Peace Out Merino Crazy 8 DK. It's just, I love these colors. Really. So again, very happy. I'm finally knitting it up. But the pattern is really awesome. I will show you the pattern first from the book. It's Fathom. I hope I pronounced it correctly. From Vera Valimaki. Let me see if I have a better picture here. It's just stunning. I so love cabling. I love cables. I still have to knit my husband a really big cabled sweater, and I have the pattern, I have the yarn ready. I tried swatching it, I didn't hit gauge. And this is what I have so far. Here I had to fix the cable. I had put it the wrong way around and I had to drop the stitches and pick it up, and now it's all messy and I don't like it, but I'm not going to re-knit this entire thing. It's so pretty. And a lovely stitch marker, Chapel View Crafts, and again the fripperies and piplots. And Xiaogu needles. It's just all Xiaogu needles. And it's just, I knitted on this for 2 days now, I think, because it's really a joy. So that's that. Putting it back on the correct way. Other side. Two more. Oh. Yes. What is there? What is there? She's coming to say hi. Who knows? Next is in this lovely bag that I had won in a giveaway by Woodberry Stitches. It's lovely. It's a high bag, so maybe more suitable for a shawl. But I decided to put some socks in it. Follow Your Path Socks by Kay Litton, the crazy sock lady. When she showed this pattern, I just knew I had to knit them. and I already knew what yarn to use because it was just in my mind. It was just what I needed. My husband is not at home at the moment. We are going to be house moving and everything, and I just had some question and things and everything, and then I saw Follow Your Path and this yarn from Craftfulness called Oceans Between Us, and there is an ocean between us at the moment, so I had to. So this is the card from Woodberry Stitches, and it's a lovely, lovely bag, but here is, I knitted quite a lot on this. This is one. Chap of Few Crafts, because I need cake at the moment. And this pattern is just awesome. That's one. I'm constantly switching out the needles, going back and forth, because I can't find my other set. And that's the other one, popped in the heel. I wanted to do the heel that Kay has in her pattern, but again, my mindset is not really up to it. And this, the garter stitch heel is the heel I know from heart, and I was ready for the heel, and I just thought I'll pop in those because I know them and I just want to move on. So that's that. Oh, I'm also really tired, and having a purring cat next to you does not help. The last whip in my Full and Vine yarns bag that Kristen made is a plain vanilla sock, but the yarn is Lolo Did It, I Heart Maggie, and a mini Pinky Tuscadero. This yarn was bought a long time ago, just like Hippo for Dad, and together with Carla we both bought a skein. So she bought one skein and I bought the other skein, and we just split them up. And it's all tangled up. It's just a plain vanilla sock, but it's so beautiful. I love it. This is a stitch marker I made myself. So that's one, and I'm knitting on the other one with a marker from Star Fiber Studio, and I'm a little bit past the heel. This is just travel knitting, but at the moment I don't travel that much, or at least I don't get a chance to knit during travel. And that's just a joy to knit on when I need some absolutely, totally mindless knitting in my lovely bag that reminds me of meeting Kristen and EYF and all the good stuff. It just makes me really happy. So that's all the whips. I hope you're still here, or maybe checking out Ravelry for some nice hat patterns, because really awesome hats. It's just such a joy to knit. Next up is acquisitions. I bought something. If you probably you can't miss it. Countess Ablaze and her collective it was just yeah, it was just awesome. I wanted to buy from all the indie dyers and all the makers, but I could not. I wish I could. But, so I really restrained myself and only bought one skin. It was really hard to choose, honestly, because everything was just as pretty and but as soon as I heard this Indian dyer had it on BFL, she's in the Netherlands, and I liked her good cause, I decided that's the one. And this is the one. It's Colorful Creativity by Kralaline. And it's the If I Want Exposure, I Will Get My Tits Out, the colorful version, and it is colorful. I have something in mind, so I also ordered a grey mini with it. I have a pattern in mind, and yeah, I hope to get into the right mindset to do it, because in my mind it's really fun and it's really suitable for it, but I don't know if it really is, and I have to try. But I didn't want to cake it up already before I had shown you, because this is just so pretty. I love her logo. It's so awesome. And she enclosed her card with a lovely thank you stitch marker. And that's all I bought. So I was really brave. I just could not resist this because it was for a good cause. Right? Honestly. So yeah, that's all the whips, all the FOs, all the acquisitions. Well, really chatting time. I have to check my notes if I really have everything, just to be sure. Yeah, it's chatting time. I have chatted already a lot, but hey. As I mentioned already, it's summer holiday. The kids are home from school for 6 weeks, and the husband is away for 7 weeks. He will be coming home when kids are in their first week of school again. So, yay, the joy of entertaining 3 kids 6 weeks in a heat wave is really, it's hard. It's really hard. But they have a wonderful aunt and uncle, and they said, well, bring them here to the campsite. They are camping at the moment. And we will take them for a day or two. And I was like, are you kidding me? You really want to take 3 kids in on a campsite just like that? Yes, they did. And so I brought them over. They're only half an hour away from here, and I brought them over, and they spent the night there. And yesterday I was really like, ah, the silence, it's great, it's awesome. Then it was nighttime, and I was like, I miss my kids. It's so quiet, and by the time I went to bed, I enjoyed the time alone and not having to deal with bedtime stories and everything, and brushing teeth and all that stuff. That's, yeah, it has to be done, I know, but it's frustrating sometimes with a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and an 8-year-old. But that's a whole different story. By the time I went to bed, I was like, oh, I just automatically walked into the room and like, good night, honey. Oh, you're not here. That was a bit difficult. So I didn't sleep that well, and I woke up really early, so I only slept about 4 hours last night. But I just wanted to know how they spent the night and how they liked it. Just before I started recording, I got a message from my sister-in-law saying that it might be wise to pick them up tonight because they are really tired and they are not sure they can deal with it much longer. But honestly, like they took in 3 kids, they have 1 kid of their own, and they took on 3 more. I think they're really brave for doing that and also for not being at home. And they went swimming with them, they did all kinds of games and everything, and it's really like, you are brave. So, yeah, I might pick them up later tonight. Who knows? So that's why I'm recording today. So I have that done without yelling and screaming from the kids because it's way too quiet at the moment. And yeah, they do yell, they are loud and everything, but I am pretty used to it by now. I miss them. Don't tell them. Don't tell anyone I said that. So, yeah, because the house moving, everything, the house is sold by now. The documents have been signed. I met the buyers from this house. They're a lovely couple with a little baby, and yeah, they now need to sell their house. So now we are waiting on that, and after their house is sold, we know we can set a date for the move and for transferring this house ownership and everything. So we are now just waiting. I am so happy that all this stress is now done, and I no longer have to keep up the perfect household and the cleanliness and everything. I do like a tidy house and I do like a clean house, but it was stressful to keep it up and not keep so it's all the little things you put around and the kids with all their toys and everything. It was really, so I'm really really happy that's done. The selling part was a bit strange because my husband left on a Tuesday morning, and a Tuesday afternoon we started chatting over and forth about price and everything, and that was really difficult to do on your own, and I could not discuss it with anyone. So I felt a little bit of, yeah, it felt lonely. Also, the document signing, they came together, of course, and I was here like, I'm selling this house. We lived here for 16 years, and I'm selling this house without my husband. We started our family here. The kids were born, well, not in this house because they were born in hospital, but I brought them home here, and this is all they know as a home. So it was a bit, yeah, emotional. But now we are looking ahead and still really hoping we will be moving in December. Hopefully a little bit sooner, just because all of it. And yeah, so that's happening. Don't know what else. Oh, I started trying to learn how to flick with knitting because I'm a thrower, English style, and it was just starting to bug me. I looked into trying to learn continental knitting, but that was a little bit too far out of my reach, so I decided I'm first going to learn how to flick with this. I still have tension problems, so I'm constantly trying to readjust, and that's a bit difficult, but it's it's going pretty well. The throwing is still quicker for me, but I have time at the moment, so I'm going to learn. Yeah, that's it, I guess. I think I better stop and start editing and uploading before I get a call that I have to pick up the kids. Thank you for watching. You will get a screen at the end where you can find me with Instagram, Ravelry, and email address. So if you want to, you can send me a message. You can also comment down below, no problem. If you enjoyed, please, a thumbs up would be awesome. A subscription would be awesome because it will get the word out about this podcast. Thank you. And I will talk to you in 2-3 weeks, I hope, again. So, bye. Thank you and enjoy your summer.